Evening peeps, evening. Welcome back to the channel. Not the problem, I'm looking at two things at once, thinking of things that I'm seeing. Welcome back to the channel. So tonight we've got the final round of the DMJ Vroom-Room MDCC, or the Manufacturers Dual Class Championship. We are live, as you can see on screen there, from Sarthe. It's a long old track, this one, difficult as well. There's a lot of tricky corners on it. Very, very fast. So we'll see what happens. George Marge, how you doing? The Greek god himself is in the chat. So yes, we are live from Sarthe tonight. It's GR3 cars. It's an endurance. I've got to be quick because they want to start the race pretty damn soon. No qualifying tonight. It is as of positions in the championship. So it is Hattalad leading at the minute with 366 points. He's way out front. We've got BBR Sarthe in second with 282 points. We've got Truxby third with 252 points. We've got Offskis in fourth with 222 points. We have WPR Miggins in fifth. He's got 210 points. And then we've got BBR Chad in sixth with 202 points. We've got G Marge seventh in the chat as well. 182 points on board for G Marge. Green Mamba in eighth. He's got himself 182 points as well. So right alongside G Marge. D-Dot in ninth. He's got 180 points. We have DDR Scotty 74 in 10th. He's got himself 128 points. We've got Britsberger in 11th, 114 points. Millerman 12th with 78 points. We've got Speedy in 13th with 62 points. Ludovelli 14th with 34 points. And Riley in 15th with 18 points. So again, just got to be a little bit quick because I know they want to crack on with the race. D-Dot evening. Yes, just let me get through my shiznit and then you can get on with your stuff. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Should you want any of those, let me know. All right, into the stream. D-Dot, do what you want. I'm in. So again, no qualifying tonight. They do have to use 2 different compounds of tyre. Mediums are not mandatory, as they have been throughout the rest of the season, but they do have to use 2 different compounds. We have got Chaos out on the start finish line. Everybody waiting for me, I think. Truxby out on track, so Ian out on track as well, just getting those final few practice laps in. Where's the Greek god? Where's he at? G Marge donuting that Lexus. Let's get the nonsense on quickly. There he is, trying to finish off a set of rears before the race starts. Ready when you are, Mr. D-Dot. Don't tell me to have a clean race. It's about you lot having a clean race. So it is the finals. What's that saying? Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Why do I need moderation? Hattalad, medium is... Well, I thought I saw something in the chat, Hatter, that said tyres, any 2 compounds. Have a look in the actual lobby chat. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'm sure the lobby chat said any tyres. Scroll up in there. Why is my YouTube telling me I need moderation? That's because you lot have chatted so quickly, it's freaked it out. was thinking I'm being spammed. But it is the final round tonight. It is double points as well. So there is opportunities for positions. I won't be able to work out the points myself because I don't know what the points are. Oh, okay. All right. I'll shut my mouth then, Hatter. I'll shut up because I thought he said any 2 tyres. But right, they are underway then. 40-minute enduro for this final. Head down towards turn 1 through Dunlop. So a tricky little section. Speedy gets himself up front. Oh, sorry, it's a reverse grid of... Oh, who's that spun out? Is that G Marge that's just gone? No, it's not G Marge. Someone's gone backwards or sideways. It's Trucks B. Oh, he's got a little bit of rear end damage. That's going to affect his top end speed. Hatter at the back. Oh, he's got all the damage. It might have been Hatter that went spinning around. Oh, Hatter. Oh, Hatter. He's got a full lap to do with all the damage in the world. Oh my God, these are ridiculously long laps as well. Oh, Hatter's got some serious thrashermatrons to be doing now then. So it is Speedy up front in the England livery. He's got 0.3 of a second. We have got D-Dot and Ludovic closing up on him though. Oh, D-Dot's gone deep through there. He's managed to keep it on track, but... Oh, you lot can't hear this, can you? Oh my God. There you go. Now you can hear it. Thought about that for a second. D-Dot then. Lucky is keeping on track. He's under pressure from Ludovic, but that has allowed Speedy to now have a 1.5 second gap. It's on the super softs for stint 1. We'll see how long they last here at Sarthe. God, championship's already won. Yeah, there you go, Hatter. Yeah, I mean, like I say, what are they? 3-minute laps here. It is ridiculous. It's longer than that, in fact, isn't it? But there's the gap. Speedy out from 2.2 seconds from D-Dot. D-Dot's got a mirror full of Ludovic. Thought about having a look up the inside there. Oh, D-Dot's gone deep, though. Ludovic goes through into second. D-Dot keeps it on track again, but just it's on the medium tyre. Ludovic on the mediums as well. So third now, then D-Dot. Sir Ian in fourth. Medium tyre on for Green Mamba in for G Marge in fifth. Green Mamba sixth. Medium tyre. Scotty seventh. A little bit of front end damage. Medium tyre as well. Chad in eighth. Let's go for the medium tyre. A lot of drivers with damage here. There must have been absolute chaos into the chicane. I just saw a couple of cars go spinning around. Trucks B was one of those, and Hatter being the other. Trucks B on the soft tyre. Oski's on the mediums. And there's poor old Hatter lad still trundling around this circuit. Long way back, 34 seconds off of Oski's, 50 seconds off of race leader already, and he's got to get in the pits, come back out, get the damage repaired, try and get something back from this race. Lap 1, what an absolute nightmare. Speedy then, 3.3 seconds on those super softs. Getting that move on D-Dot. Half a second on him at the minute. Into these last couple of corners then before we hit this start-finish straight again. D-Dot closes up then as they head towards Dunlop. I think it was into this this section here where it all started going horribly wrong. Oh, now D-Dot thinks about a move. He's got himself up the inside. He does go through to retake that second position then, D-Dot. But that does put Ludovelli in a good position as they come back onto this long start-finish straight. The long back straight. What is it? The Mulan straight, is it? Yeah, it is. Ha, right. So onto it now, and Ludovelli tucked right behind D-Dot here, just quarter of a second. Speedy way off down the road. Here we go, slipstream coming in. BMW fires his way past the Corvette. Nothing he can do. There's a great big gap back to Sir Ian as well. D-Dot needs to be getting back in the slipstream. Ludovelli needs to be slamming the brakes on. Oh, gets a little bit squirrely through there, but holds it on track. You've got to keep it in between those white lines. Otherwise, let's see how this goes tonight. Looking forward to the ending of this race, but I don't want the series to end. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. So D-Dot not been able to stick with Ludovelli down this straight as they come into this second of the chicanes. The Florandier chicane, that one. This one. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide. Might pick himself up a penalty there. Depends what they've got these penalty settings on. But Speedy now 4 seconds up the road on those super softs. Little bit of wear showing on them, a tiny little bit. Ludovelli holds that second position as they hit Mulsanne. Oh, that's what it is, the Mulsanne straight, not the Mulan. I was close. D-Dot third then. Sir Ian in fourth. A lot of drivers on that medium tyre. Green Mamba into fifth. G Marge sixth. And then the damage starts appearing. Then Scotty seventh. A little bit of front end damage. Trucks B, a little bit of rear end damage. A little penalty to lose as well. Off skis clear of damage. Clear of any other traffic at the moment as well. Chad been in the pits, repaired, back out. Got a penalty for his trouble though. And Hatter also been in the pits, repaired, back out. Filled back up and boshed a set of supers on. How's Hatter? Let's see what the penalties are on then. Did he pick up a penalty for that? Doesn't look like it. Speedy disappearing off. No problem, Mr. Miller. No problem at all. So those super softs for Speedy working well at the minute. What are we? Nearly 8 minutes in. Just coming around to finish lap 2. That much wear showing on those supers, to be honest. Keep them in good condition. D-Dot's already in the pit, so he's ditching the mediums now. Is that the aim of the game? Is that the aim of the game to just do a couple of laps on the mediums and do the rest of the race on the softs? It will give you about half an hour super softs. We'll see what happens. Different strategies being played out. Speedy then now at 6.3, 6.6. He's just pulling more and more time. I'll have to try and figure out how long a pit stop is here and then work out whether Speedy's got one in hand. 7.5 seconds. Ludovelli's managed to pick himself up a penalty. And again. So the penalty system is on, so Ian's got himself through to third then with D-Dot's pit. With Ludovelli's penalty grabbing. He's allowing Sir Ian to close up. Green Mamba into fourth then. G Marge fifth. Scotty sixth. Trucks B seventh. Off skis eighth. D-Dot back out the pits. Yep, he's gone for the supers. Chad in 10th. Fresh set of softs on for him. They should last him. I think if the supers are doing this good, the softs should be okay. There's Hatter. What is he? A minute 54 away from Speedy. 56 seconds behind Chad. He's going to absolutely thrash this poor Aston. It is the final race, so you know, you may as well. Speedy pulling more time at 9.1 seconds. Totally clear track he's got. Can't see anybody in his mirrors either. Looking good, Speedy. 9.9 second lead at the minute. Ludovelli still holding a penalty. He has got Sir Ian, who's closed that gap up a little bit. 0.3 of a second, I think he's pulled in over Ludovelli. Green Mamba not that far back either. Gene Marge now in the slipstream of Green Mamba. .7. It's fluctuating a little bit. To keep yourself right in the centre line of that car in front. Tricky little section here. Been through there myself, fired myself into the wall many a times. Not always my fault. I will add to that. G Marge, Green Mamba, still neck and neck then. G Marge does pull about 2/10 on Green Mamba. Will benefit off that toe as they head up towards the Porsche curve. Closes up here then. Nowhere to go really, unless Green Mamba leaves the door wide open. He does give G Marge plenty of room. G Marge tucked right into the slipstream of the Mitsubishi in front. Oof, into the wall though he goes. Feathering the throttle through there. Again, just trying to keep it between these white lines. You don't want to be picking up penalties. Again, closing up, backs off early, does G Marge. He's thrown himself into the pit, so he's also going for a drop on the mediums and onto the supers. No, change. Speedy now, 13-second lead over Sir Ian. He's just managed to grab himself half a second penalty. Sort of lap times are we doing? 3:58 to 3:57 for Speedy. So Ian's doing consistent 4:01s. There's Green Mamba 4:03, 4:01. Scotty, he's got a 4:03 and a 4:04. Truxby is 4:04 and a 4:02. Hofsky's 4:10 and a 4:06. 4:41, so he did come in the pits. And a 4 minute on those super softs. Ludovelli, interesting choice. He's gone for the hard tyre for stint 2. Not sure if that's a wise choice, Ludovelli, but we'll see how long they last. Boredom. Hatter's not enjoying this. Yeah, we'll see if you can get back involved in a fight. Gene Marge then back out the pits on the softs. So again, not opting for those supers. Chad out on the softs and Hatter on those super softs. Not looking too bad. Still plenty of life left in those. Half a tank of fuel as well. 26 minutes, and he is closing the gap up on those drivers in front. Not massively. It's taken 5 seconds out of Chad. Unfortunately, Hatter's just finding it a little bit boring out on his own at the minute. Championship already in the bag, but there he is. Race leader Speedy still holding the little bit of penalty he picked up earlier. 13.5 second lead over Sir Ian. It's looking like, let me just have a who's just been in the pits. you came in 40 seconds, 35-second pit stop. Not sure, did you get damage repaired as well, D-Dot? I don't know. Speedy then loses a little bit more of that penalty. He's almost out of fuel though, so he will be in at the end of this lap. He won't be able to do another lap on the fuel he's got, so Ian then into second. Still got quarter of a tank of fuel on board in that Toyota. Green Mamba almost out of fuel as well. He could possibly risk it, I don't know. Same for Scotty. Still got about a third of this lap to go. Trucks B probably in at the end of this lap as well. Whether we see him get that damage repaired, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too badly at the minute. Off skis then, he's still got quarter of a tank on board in the Subaru. Medium tyres looking really good as well, actually. Might be able to make this work in his favour. D-Dot then out on those supers. Starting to show a little bit of wear. He's still got plenty of fuel on though after that early stop. G-Marge also been in, fresh set of softs, and took on a full tank. Race leader Speedy is still in the pits. So Ian goes through. Again, they do have to put a set of mediums on as mandatory, as Hatter said in the chat. Green Mamba also in the pits. Scotty comes in this lap. Trucks B comes in this lap. Are we going to see off skis come in? Not this time. Stays out. D-Dot follows him through. G-Marge also just been in. Got Chad just behind him. Ludovelli been in the pits as well, out on those hard tyres. Hatter then 48 seconds down in 11th. 1 minute 37 in front of race leader. Sorry, behind race leader. There he is, Ian. Yet to make a stop. Still got plenty of fuel on board. Off skis as well, but under threat. Speedy and D-Dot side by side, the two Corvettes, as Speedy comes out of the pits. Off skis stays out of the way of that fight. D-Dot. We're not playing Mario Kart, D-Dot. Anyone else see that? So, Speedy, let's get on board. He's got an off skis behind him, but off skis not really involved in this fight. And here comes Speedy. Again, he's gone for another set of super softs, so he's looking to use 2 sets of those and then stick the medias on the ride at the end, and they're benefiting him. Past D-Dot he goes. Reed takes race lead. What tyres was D-Dot on? He's also gone for the supers, but he came in 2 laps ago. So a little bit of wear shown on those. He will now get the toe up here. But working together, getting themselves closer to Sir Ian. What's the gap between first and second? 32.8 seconds. Again, both drivers we're on board with have stopped. The front runner, Sir Ian, hasn't stopped, so he has got to take that pit stop. And again, both these drivers on the faster tyre, on the super softs. Speedies are literally brand new. Give me the right camera angle, you stupid game. Again, D-Dot pushing Speedy down the track, trying to close up. Off-skis way off this fight now. He'll be in at the end of this lap, out of fuel for himself. We'll see what tyres he comes out on. G-Marge into 5th. That's got Chad still pretty close behind him. Tyres looking a lot better on G-Marge's car than Chad's. We know those little Toyotas have been fast throughout this series. So halfway through this final race of the season, Green Mamba into 7th. He's gone for the supers as well in stint 2. They are obviously the faster tyre. Ludovelli under threat from Trucks B. Ludovelli on those hards. Trucks B. Oh, sorry, it's sent me the wrong way. Trucks B out on the soft. A little bit of wear shown on those, but yeah, Ludovelli going for the hard tyre. Interesting choice. Scotty in 10th, not too far back. Fresh set of tyres on board for him. Soft for him. He should be able to close up on Ludovelli, and there is Hatter. Now only 32 seconds behind Scotty, but he's out of fuel. Now then, race leader Sir Ian comes in, out of fuel, little bit of wear on those mediums. D-Dot has managed to get himself back past Speedy. Not sure what's happened there, but oh, D-Dot now picks himself up a penalty. Now, will they get back out in front of Sir Ian? Says they're in front, but that doesn't mean necessarily that Sir Ian doesn't get released right at the same time they come past the pit exit. D-Dot drops his penalty. Speedy goes through to retake race lead. Now D-Dot's going to get back up to speed and hang on to the back end of Speedy. Goes a bit deep through there though. Doesn't want to allow Speedy to... Oh, he's already done it. He's got a second over D-Dot, so out of the slipstream range then for D-Dot. His tyres, like I say, a couple of laps older than Speedy's. There is Sir Ian, released out of the pits. He's gone for the soft tyres, stint 2, 15.1 seconds back from race leaders. Remember into 4th then, 3/4 of a tank, and fresh set of racing supers. All over the place here. Trucks B on the soft, where on his will he have to come in again? Got a fair chunk of fuel on. Scotty should be alright. 18 minutes remaining, not a lot of wear on those softs. 3/4 of a tank. Ludovelli as well on those hards, running to the end. There's G Marge, full tank. Chad as well, full tank. So is he. So Chad has just been in, but he's only taken on board fuel. He's not picked up a fresh set of tyres. He's quite happy with the wear on those softs. They're obviously giving him the grip he requires. Off skis, he has been in as well. Full tank and supers on. Sorry, just softs, sorry. It's the weather's cold where I am, Hatter. And dark. It's cold and dark where I am. I'm sure it's pretty much the same way you are in sunny Luton, I'm assuming. And so Speedy not been able to benefit completely from that little gap. He has got D-Dot still within that second range. Will be able to use the slipstream to close back up on him. Gap down to 0.8. Through this tighter, turny section of the track where Speedy's fresher set of super softs are going to come into their own. Again, D-Dot's no slouch behind the wheel, so so why Luton town then? Why Luton if you live in Yarmouth? So Ian's softs looking pretty good. Again out on those supers, having a little race all on his own. He's got about 4.5 seconds, 5 seconds either side. The trucks will be very similar. 15 minutes just over left on the race clock. Another 4 seconds back is Scotty. Ludovelli on those hards, 12 seconds back. G Marge 3.6 seconds down. Should be able to close up on Ludovelli. And there's Chad worn softs. He decided not to pick up tyres when he came in the pits. Try and save himself a little bit of time, but I don't think it's worked out in his favour at the minute. And what made you move to icy Yarmouth? He's got time to just sit and chat. So, been back in the pits. He has also not taken onboard tyres, has Hatter. Filled up with fuel. Now D-Dot comes in for his second stop. Speedy stays out on that fresher set of super softs. 17.6 seconds over Sir Ian. So Speedy's still got to come in and take a set of supers, a set of mediums. Not sure, did Sir Ian pick up a set? Did you have a set on for stint 1, Sir Ian? Don't know. Green Mamba doing alright. 14 minutes left on the race clock. Half a tank of fuel. Super Soft's looking very good. And only 4.3 back from Sir Ian. A little bit of a penalty to lose for him, but shouldn't be too difficult. Hitting 171 as he comes down towards the chicane. Mercedes behind him just tickling 134. Oh, sorry, 174. 134, 174. Mr. Scotty. 170 for D-Dot. Just 173. G Marge is looking to come past 177. I saw on his clock. Lexus quick in a straight line, not so quick in a corner though. Almost up the inside of D-Dot through that chicane. Gets another chance into this second one up this long straight. There is Chad on those semi-worn softs, losing more time. Oh. Ludovelli has disappeared. So Speedy out front, still pulling time over second place Sir Ian. 18.5 seconds now. Jonesy, evening. So Speedy's still got to stick those mediums on at some point. He's got just over 12 minutes to think about that. It's going to give him about 3 laps. Now is he going to run this set of super soft to fuel as well, or is he going to come in a little bit earlier and get the mediums on and done for the last stint? We'll see. So Ian's now picked himself up a penalty. It is one of those circuits where... Alright mate, how you doing Jonesy? Yeah, where penalties are... Well, everybody pretty much gets a penalty here at Sarthe. I don't know many races where anybody's got away without picking up a penalty. Oof, Trucks B all over the back of Scotty. Right with him through this, what's this section called? Where are we? New Maison Blanche. Down towards the Ford chicane. So we've gone from full French to full American. Both drivers in the pits though. Who's got the most fuel on board? It is Trucks B, but... Oof. Speedy up front then, still pulling time. 22 seconds over Sir Ian. D-Dot, who came in a lap ago. Sorry, this is his out lap. Now it's a lap ago. He's 27 seconds down from Sir Ian, 48 seconds down from Speedy. So Speedy should still be able to hold the lead when he comes in the pits. But he will then have the slower tyre versus DDOT's Super Softs. A lot of people picking up a penalty through there, I think. Drivers just taking it a little bit too wide. Let's get ourselves a little bit of chase cam with the Greek god himself, G Marge. So he is on the hunt for DDOT, 3.9 seconds down. Again, a tricky circuit not to pick up penalties here. Those two white lines on all of these corners. You have to keep two wheels just on the circuit, just on the inside of those. Otherwise it's penalty central. So the gap is still at 3.9, but we know that this Lexus was hitting 177 up this straight. DDOT's poor little Corvette was only hitting about 174. So if G Marge can get the power down early enough, not pick himself up with any penalties, might be able to pull a tenth or two on DDOT. Corvette quick though out of the corners, so he's holding that gap at about 4 seconds. And Speedy 23 seconds up the road from Sir Ian. Just over 8.5 minutes left. DDOT into that third position. Then G Marge does put a couple of tenths, 3.7, 3.6. Green Mamba in fifth, 8.9. Again, those super softs he's just put on looking pretty good. Chad not taking on board tyres, just fuel. So a lot of wear on those softs at the minute, but holding sixth position. We've just seen Trucks B and Scotty come in, and on the way out, Trucks B takes the lead of that little battle. So into seventh for Trucks, Scotty in eighth, Oski's ninth, Hatterlad, yeah, after his second stop, a long way back now. 49, nearly 50 seconds back, 2 minutes away from race leader. Here he is, Speedy. He's had a tiny little punch up with DDOT, so he's almost out of fuel. He will be in now then. 23 second lead over Sir Ian. Still got just under half a tank has Sir Ian. Is that going to be enough to last him? And here comes DDOT. He's got over half a tank. That should be plenty. Still waiting for Speedy to arrive in his pit box. Here comes Sir Ian. So takes the race lead. Here we go then. Speedy, tyres on, taking on board the fuel. Looks like they had a little problem on that front left. Where's he going to come out? Here comes DDOT through these last couple of chicanes. Medium tyres on then for Speedy. Final stint now 16.7 seconds. That's probably going to grow. We'll wait till they're all up to speed. But he's now got 2 laps to put in on the mediums. And he has got a DDOT just 8.1 seconds behind on a very nice looking set of supers. He's got to put 2 laps in on those. But he has got about 8 seconds to make up. Again, long laps here, nearly 4 minutes. But can anyone catch Sir Ian? He is now 17.8 seconds up the road. On that slightly faster tyre, the soft tyre over Speedy. Keep an eye on that, 17.8. Okay. Need to keep an eye on this gap as well. So 2 tenths taken out of that gap already between DDOT and Speedy. 7.6 seconds. Green Mamba back up into 4th then. Who's pit? Who came in the pits? Was it, no, it wasn't Chad, was it? Was it? Must have been Mr. Marge. He's gone for a full tank. I don't know why you've gone for a full tank, G Marge. Unless you're intending on taking it home with you afterwards. Slight overcorrection. We have lost Ludovelli out of this one, unfortunately. There is the most unfortunate man tonight, Hatterlad, who picked up all his damage about here in lap 1. Had to do a full lap of this long Sarthe circuit. Absolutely every single panel. I think he had one wheel that wasn't flashing red, but everything else was. But yeah, I don't even know what happened. Looks like he got sandwiched from all 4 sides. Fortunately, he's 41 seconds back, but championship already in the bag. He's given us a wiggle down the Ulsan. He's probably going to run the clock out, I would expect, Hatter. 4 minutes on the clock. He's got about 3 minutes left of the race. The lap. Or he could just test the drift capabilities of the Aston. Okay, so Sir Ian is still pulling time. Speedy is holding that second position still over D-Dot. But Sir Ian is looking very comfortable for the win here tonight in the finals. Oh, he's got enough fuel. I think he's got enough fuel for the last lap. His tyres are looking very good as well. Now then, Speedy, that gap is coming down rapidly now. 6.3 seconds. D-Dot is starting to chop chunks off that. That's super soft. They might be slightly worn, but they will still be a lot quicker than Speedy's mediums. Oof, that won't help D-Dot. Now Sir Ian does come in the pits. What's he going to take? Probably a set of super soft. He's got 20.4 seconds over Speedy. He doesn't need fuel, so he shouldn't be in the pits too long. Sir Ian, how can Speedy get through? Don't believe what you see on the screen, people. It's not always as it says. Well, it might be this time. Sir Ian just hitting his pit box now. Speedy comes over the start-finish line and retakes the race lead. And he's got a lap to hold on to. D-Dot's lost the time though, 7.6 seconds, so maybe struggling a tiny little bit on those semi-worn supers. And now Sir Ian, final lap smash. He's got a brand new fresh set of supers. He didn't take on board fuel. He's only got 3.5 to try and catch up with D-Dot, so it could be on here for a little battle on this final lap. No, you won't be quite so far away, Hatter, I don't think, from everyone else. And so Ian is bringing that time down 3.3 seconds. Again, Speedy, even though he's on that medium tyre, is quite happily keeping himself way in front of D-Dot, 7.8 seconds. It is now D-Dot really that's got a little bit of a worry to contend with Sir Ian. Takes another 10th out of D-Dot's time. It's final lap shenanigans here then. The Green Mamba into 4th. And it should be good for that position. He's got Trucks B another 13 seconds behind him. That's a big ask to try and close up on Green Mamba. He has got a mirror full of Scotty and Chad as well. Scotty might have just gone a little bit wide through that chicane. Did he pick up a penalty? No, he seems to have got away with it. It will be a good battle between these three though. Trucks B, Scotty and Chad all within slipstream range of each other. And they have only really got a couple of opportunities left to use that. Off skis another 9.9 seconds down in 8th. G Marge 9th, 4.7 behind him. And there is Hatter 10th, 47.1 down. This is it then, people. The race clock just about to tick over to 0. Speedy has got about a third of a lap to complete. He's lost a bit more time to D-Dot, but he could just be taking his time. D-Dot's running out of fuel. Doesn't need to worry, he just needs to make it across the line. Well, and keep himself in front of Sir Ian, who's taken another, what, half a second out of D-Dot. Again, though, running out of corners and straights is Sir Ian. Again, taking chunks out of D-Dot's time. Gets the gap down to almost 2 seconds. Only really got the Porsche curve. A couple of other corners to try and do it. And Speedy continues to stomp his way around this circuit. He's pretty much led from the start. D-Dot's had a little go at it, and Sir Ian's had a little go while Speedy was in the pits. He's living up to his name. 2 sets of supers and a set of mediums he's driven with. Crowd giving him some whistles through this last chicane then. It is going to be Speedy that takes the win here at Sarthe. He'll be overjoyed with that one. It's a long old race. Hatter takes, D-Dot takes second. Sir Ian takes third. Green Mamba is going to come home for fourth. He is literally going to run out of fuel as he crosses the line. And there he goes, Scotty. Hold on to 5th. Trucks B. What happened to Chad? He's disappeared. Where's he gone? It is Scotty for 5th. Trucks B in 6th. Chad. Oh, Chad's out of fuel. Chad's out of fuel. Can he hold on to 7th? Izovsky's going to get it. Izovsky takes it. Oh, Chad out of fuel. He loses another position right on that start-finish line. Takes 8th, then G Marge comes home for 9th, and poor old Hatter lad. He won't be happy with his final race. Well, he's not happy with his final race. We've kind of determined that. But it would have been good for to get Hatter not pinned into a corner by a dump truck by the looks of it. Exploring all the track limits now on this last lap. He does take the championship, Hatter. Again, not quite by the lead he expected. Again, if it was, if he'd have had a clean race this race, he would have had a great big chunk of a lead. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be, and he takes 10th here tonight after a, well, literally second corner crushathon, I think, pretty much. But that's it. That's the DMJ Vroom-Room MDCC Championship done and dusted. 8 rounds, some good racing. It was a mixed championship between GR3s and GR4s, so it alternated week by week. If it was GR3s, it was an endurance. If it was GR4s, it was a sprint race and a half-hour enduro sprint thing, sprint duro, something like that. So yes, we'll have to see. It's we lost a few drivers in Pro, unfortunately. There was Pro-Am running. Pro-Am. Let me say that so it actually sounds slightly different so you can understand the pronunciation. We do have the Pro-Ams running on Wednesday nights and the Pros running on Thursday nights. And that's just because I'm busy on Wednesdays with another league. So they've split them up. So you do get the opportunity to watch both on separate nights. So yeah, make sure you get over to D-Dot's channel and go catch the Pro-Ams as well. Yeah, no problem, Hatter. No problem. Just yeah, just keep your eye on that post, mate. let me know. Had to lad restart. Nice try, me. Oh dear, that's made me giggle. But yeah, that's it for the year. In fact, there's no minis on Monday. We're not racing the minis. The Team Oliver Racing League as well has been put on hold until the new year. And yeah, this one's done. So all coming to a close a little bit. There has been a little bit of chatter about MRC's world famous GTTCC returning, but I have absolutely no details. So, but there has been a lot of chatter. People, oh, when's it coming back? I want it. We want it. We want it. But it just depends whether the lobbies will handle what we want to do to them. But we'll see what happens with that. So yes, that's it for the year. Back in the new year, I don't even know when. I'll post it up on the page when the first race of the year is. It will probably be a Team Oliver Racing. I think. I'm not sure. But yes, that's it from the DMJ Vroom-Room MDCC. It was D-Dot was a good game, and that's it for the year. I hope you liked what you watched. I'll give you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all that sort of stuff. Because obviously we're not going to be streaming again, so I won't be able to do it for you. But yeah, so Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a good one. Yeah, that's about it. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.